Hey, welcome back to a new video. How you all doing? Hope you're all well. So today we're actually going to look at another van. It's a medium wheelbase, high top Iveco Daily, 2011. It looks great, but it's about an hour away. So we're going to head over there and see what it looks like and see what it's like. Hopefully, fingers crossed, come back with it. But let's go and have a look at it. Alright, so as you can probably see, we're inside a van and we bought the van that we went and looked at. Best one by far we've been and seen. We actually got a good deal on it as well, which is all thanks to Graham. He managed to save us £500. It was up for 3.8 and we got it for 3.3. There's a couple of little issues with it, but mainly TLC. There's a warning light on the dash, but that's just for exterior headlights. So just need to have a little look into that, which shouldn't be too bad an issue, especially as we got £500 off. And then in the back, there's a few little holes in the floor where someone's mounted like something and we just need to cover them up. They're only like little screw holes, nothing major again. Other than that, it's a pretty clean van. It's got full service history. It's done 123,000 miles. Yeah, for 3,300, I think it's absolutely mint. But obviously when we actually stop, I'll show you around the outside and stuff quickly, because we are going to stop and get some food because we're all really hungry, and because Graham got us a load of money off it, we're going to treat him and get some OK Diner, like some burgers and stuff, I think it is. So yeah, we're all looking forward to going there, but we're both buzzing with this van. Yeah, we're both absolutely buzzing. Like now we've got the project, high top, it's medium wheelbase, so it's not long, which is good for us as well. I think it's big enough for everything we need. Yeah, it's just perfect. But I'm going to stop off in on anyway, and we'll meet you back at the farm, where we'll actually give you like a little bit of a tour around. We'll give you a proper tour tomorrow, but we'll give you a little tour around today, just kind of show you it as an overview. So let's get back to the farm. Alright, so this is a term for the books. So we obviously bought the new van, there it is behind, and we've come to get some food. So we've been sat inside for about, I don't know, an hour and a half. Come back out to the van, don't bloody start, does it? Even battery's dead. Jesus, there's something's, that light that obviously is on the dash, I think that's obviously draining the battery. So we really need to get it looked at. But luckily, we're covered from RAC, because we pay for the one that covers in any vehicle, and so they should just come out, obviously jump starters, and then we can get back to the farm and sort out the issue. But wow, man, honestly, we've gone from like all the way up here to down here, but it shouldn't be too bad of an issue. Hopefully not anyway. We should be able to get it sorted pretty cheaply. I even went over to the petrol station over there, and they have jump leads, but annoyingly, they're only for petrol engines, not for diesel engines. So yeah, a bit scuppered really. So we're going to call RAC out and then wait around for them. Hopefully they're not too long, because I kind of just want to get back to the farm really and get the van back to the farm. But it is what it is, isn't it? What a turn in the books. We're like buzzing, bought a new van. The new van's broken down. The joys.
Right, so we're back on the farm now, and the van has just turned up. So we actually left it there with him because he said, because I think we parked it in front ways, it was hard for him to get it on the loader. So we came back with Graham and just left it there, and it's literally just turned up. Liam's just going to help him unload it. But yes, it's 1:30 in the morning, and it's been a really long day. We'll quickly show you around it, but it's dark, so we'll probably show you it tomorrow. But yes, we'll quickly show you around and show you what we've bought. Alright, so we're actually back on the farm now, and as you can see behind me, the van actually got dropped off, and it was an absolute nightmare, honestly. It was supposed to be like a 3.5 hour trip to go and get this thing, and it turned into being like over 10 hours, longer than that actually, because the van didn't actually get here when we got here. But it's freezing out, it's all foggy and stuff, and I'm Baltic, so I'll give you a quick look around the van now. We'll do a proper tour around the van tomorrow, but I'll do a quick look around the van now, and then we'll go back into the actual our van that's converted with the diesel heater on, get nice and toasty, and then we'll sit down and actually explain actually what happened, because there was a lot of things that happened, and it was a pretty mad one to be fair. But let me quickly show you around this van because it's awesome. Alright, so this is what it looks like. This is the front. So it's a 2011 or 61 plate, medium wheelbase, high top Iveco Daily, in absolutely mint condition. If you look down the side of it, obviously it is dark, but I'll show you it properly in the morning. But it is mint, literally not one speck of rust, I don't think, really, on the outside of the van. Even on the back doors, the only bit that's on the back doors is these hinges, but we are going to obviously do a bit of work to them. But yeah, this is a absolute mint van to start with, but obviously there's a couple of issues with it, like the draining battery issue, but it shouldn't be anything too bad. So let me just take you around, and I'll open this door and show you inside a little bit. Let me just
So, smells all nice and fresh, but look how clean it is inside here. All the seats are fine, all the dash, everything like that. It's all in great condition, so I can't really grumble, to be honest. But yeah, so let me get this locked up and then we'll get back in the van and we'll explain exactly what happened.
Right, so we're back in the van now, and it's been a very long day. We left the farm at 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah, and it's now
half two in the morning. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
And then kind of
eventful day.
Yeah, eventful day.
Yeah.
So we ended up driving an hour and 15 minutes to go see a van. We ended up buying that van.
Yeah, you've already seen the van.
Yeah.
You've seen it a little bit.
When we actually went to view it, the battery was dead. Bump started it, it was fine, took it for a test drive, and then we started it 2 or 3 more times after that, and it was perfectly fine. Yeah.
And that was over like a long period of waiting as well, because when we actually took it for the test drive, when we came back before we signed over and like actually settled on the price and stuff, it was probably sat for about 45 minutes, maybe even an hour after like just doing nothing, and it started perfectly fine again. So yeah, I think it's just a short with like the lights, because it used to have beacons on top. So I think that's just a short where because they've just cut through the cables just to get the beacon off really quick, because obviously they don't care. So we just need to kind of tidy up them cables, and hopefully it's just one of them that's shorting and just constantly drawing power out. There was a switch that was left on as well in the cab that we didn't realise it was on until after it didn't start. So I think that could have been maybe the switch for the beacons.
Yeah, because what happened was we got in the van and we decided that filled it with fuel. Started fine.
Yeah.
Then we decided that we'd stop for food on the way back.
Yeah.
And treat Graham because he helped us get a bit of money off the van.
Yeah, a lot of money off the van. Yeah, got £500 off, so can't complain about that.
Yeah, and he obviously took us yesterday out to see some vans.
Yeah,
and today.
Yeah.
And then we were a couple of hours in there, and then it wouldn't start. So I rang up RAC, and they said, "Oh yeah, the wait's 4 hours." And I was like, "Fucking
up to 4 hours."
It's gonna be like midnight because it was 8 o'clock when I rang them. And then 2 hours later.
You got eyelash.
2 hours later, they messaged me saying that someone would be with us in 45 minutes. And then half an hour later, they said that that person wasn't going to come.
Yeah.
They'll be in touch within 30 minutes.
For another person.
Yeah.
Another time.
And they rang me saying that there was no one around
They were struggling to get someone out.
So they said that we're going to get a bed.
A low
towed.
Yeah, flatbed. Get towed.
So we had to wait for that, and that was like another hour and a half. And then he turned up and he was like, "Oh, I can't tow it that way."
Because it was parked in like front ways, so the nose was against the fence. And he was like, "It won't go on backwards." So we just left him the keys basically. He was like, "Leave me the keys, I'll get it sorted and you can drive home." So we drove back here to the farm, and then we had to wait around for obviously the van to arrive, and it arrived about 2 o'clock. But at least it arrived and we have the keys and stuff.
Yeah,
and it's
all
just
in one place.
Yeah, it's just weird though, like when you're handing your keys over to someone and the van and stuff, and then you walk around and you're like, that's a complete stranger that I've just handed the keys over to.
Yeah,
it's a very weird
I'm so
thing.
glad we have RAC cover, because
and we have the cover that covers
pricey.
Yeah, we have the cover that covers like
anything.
Yeah, on any vehicle. Even if it's not our vehicle, we're not driving it,
Yeah.
if we're just passengers or something, it covers us, which is very good. So definitely recommend having that for sure. But yeah, so you can probably just hear the actual diesel heaters going off, because I remember some people in the last video saying that they could hear the diesel heater, or in a previous video. But yeah, so the van is here. Tomorrow we're going to start looking at it. I need to charge the battery and see if I can find this fault and hopefully get rid of the fault. That's the plan for tomorrow, is try and sort that out. Plus we need to sort a tyre out on this van, because I think it's got a slow puncture.
Yeah.
And I think what we're going to do with this van as well is just, now we've got the new van, is just shove this in for an early MOT. But yeah, so this van needs an MOT in a month, or we can do it in a month. So we're going to shove it in for an early MOT and just write off a month, and hopefully that helps it sell more, because obviously now we've got the new van, we need money to fund it, and to fund obviously paying for it, and to obviously do the conversion. So we kind of want this van sold ASAP, really.
Yes,
but
for sure.
The van is here, we have a new van, and it looks like a very, very good van. And you'll see that tomorrow when we actually take a tour around it. But for now, that is it, because it is 2:30 and we're both knackered.
Yeah, and the puppy is tired too.
Yeah, so we're going to call it a day. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.